Coach, first time you met in the playoffs. What do you think? I mean, how big is this for your team? How big is this for turning around?
It's a great competition, playoffs. No, it's our first year together, and yeah, great performance today as well. I would say in the first half we had very good situations also in our offense behavior. In the second half it was more our defense quality and to fight, to help each other. I think this was the key today, and especially then also to win a lot of second balls. And in the second half we missed some transitions. Then I think in some situations could be easier than for us, but at the end it's normal. The supporters, first of all, what I want to say thank you to all the supporters in our stadium, and this was great atmosphere in the stadium, and our support, and yeah, for sure it's big win today, but at the end it's the next step, and we have to continue this hard work, and next week is the next game.
Next with it, Joe.
Sandro, just how is Sean Nealis doing, and did you have an opportunity to see him after the game?
Yeah, we have to check. First of all, it was not so good, but I think now it's better. But we have to check him tomorrow, and then we will see. Beginning of the week, I think then we know more, but hopefully he's ready. Then maybe mid of week we will see.
Next with Anthony.
Coach talked a little bit about the defense in the second half. Can you explain a little bit more, like just how the team was able to be so confident and absorb the pressure the way that they did?
Yeah, our plan was that we have Emil in the center against Sens in our pressing. I think we had a lot of good moments in the first half, and in the second half we had too many moments where we were as a team too deep in these situations. But at the end, Andres Reyes in box defending, he was top today. He was so good today, and also the other center backs. And it's important, especially when Parks comes in the box, to defend against him, against the strikers and their 10 position. Our box defending was very well in these situations, and but what I said at the beginning, I think we can some situations more create for us in our offense transitions, and but at the end the defense behavior now in the stadium on the road, to have this reaction after 3 weeks without the game is also not so easy, but we were directly in the game. We had good moments, yeah, and now we are very happy, we are satisfied, but now we have to keep this level, to keep this focus for the next step.
Next to it, Christian.
Coach, wins seem to kind of be a little tough to get there at the end of the season. Once the playoffs started, it seems like this team has found another gear. What do you kind of attribute to, or the change that you've seen in these guys since the postseason started?
Yeah, we had it was a long season, and when I talk about my or our first year together, and it's a long season in this regular season when you have 34 games without national break, you are playing every week. And so it's tough, and I would say we had most of the games was very well, but I agree about the last period of this games, but it was also some reasons to find it, and and then starts a new competition, and I spoke this also in a lot of conversations with our players when we are talking about what do we need now for the playoffs. And all these guys with more experience in the playoffs, they said always to me, okay, it's a new competition. And I was not sure, to be honest, every time to think about, okay, it's a new competition. But we changed a little bit. And for sure then the performance, the result against Columbus, that gives the whole team confidence. And you see this then. But it's a hard way now also to continue this every day. And now we will see next week. I don't know if the game is on Saturday or Sunday, I don't know. But this is what we have to prepare now. Very, very professional, very serious, and all with our all supporters, with our all employers, with our whole staff in the facility. But that's a good week now.
Thanks for that, Jacob.
Coach, after the final whistle, appeared to be some sort of scuffle between players and fans. John Tolkien was involved. Any idea what happened there? And did the referees tell you anything?
I don't know. I was 200 meters away from that. I don't know what happened, but I think it's also normal. A little bit emotions, and it's a derby. I think it was the first time this game in a playoff history, so it's normal that you have then after the game some emotions. But I think the whole game was very fair from both sides, and that's it.
Thanks, Mom.
Coach, I mean, you beat two of the greatest teams in Eastern Conference now. So how do you keep your players humble, you as a coach, and then tell them what's your message to your players?
Yeah.
keep the one before the
So
next
first of all, it's also necessary then to enjoy this today, and this is not directly then. It's good. It's my part. It's my job with my coaching staff to prepare now the next. Tomorrow, the Sunday, on Monday then. So we will see tomorrow in the afternoon who will be the next opponent. But the guys, they can enjoy this. So but not to celebrate. That's different. And then to keep this level. And it starts on Tuesday with video session, with training session, and then to prepare the next game. This is our job, and this is what we have to handle it. And this is also what I will tell our guys on Tuesday, and in our meeting room.
Next go to Michael.
Coach, Leeuw Carballo scores the first goal, first half against Cincinnati, a couple in the last round. Today he scores a first half goal, stellar goal against New York CFC. Just talk about his confidence, his development over this half season since he's joined the team, and what it's like to see him, have the confidence to shoot that kind of ball and nail that kind of critical goal.
You mean Felipe?
Yeah.
Carballo, yeah, it's great. It's great. The first goal was against Columbus. It was against Columbus. It's great, and he had also some problems with injury and in the last days, but he's a warrior. Yeah, and this is South American mentality, and this is you see it every day, and he's not this character that he's talking too much in the locker room or something, but he's very professional, very serious. He's an absolutely team player. So, and this is what we have seen today, and it's good then also to have these moments, then these experienced players then for sure to make the difference, to make the goal or to make an assist, and it's great. It's great performance today, but I would say from the whole team, from the whole team, yeah, and it's not only now the starting lineup, also the guys from the bench when they come in directly to be in and to create this atmosphere. It's perfect, and it's not only then the reason because of 11 players. When they start, you need the whole team, you need the whole roster, everyone in the staff, and this is great, and this is what we have to continue.
Next go to John.
Sandro, talk about the play of Carlos Forinelli, and he was terrific against Columbus, and
Yeah.
he made a couple of really good saves
Yeah.
when they did get through the defense. So can you just talk about how he's elevated his play to even a higher level?
Yeah, also, and very, very good concentration in these playoff games. You need then also when you want to win the first round, when you want to win the semi-final, and now it's the next step, the conference final, so we will see. But you need then for sure also the goalkeeper in the best stop because you are playing against very good teams then in the playoffs, and this is a very good development, and it's also not so easy for him. Then he came back on Wednesday from his national team, but he was directly ready, and we sent messages the last days, and he was very excited to play today, and he showed us the performance very well.
Next go to James.
Coach, just sticking to that warrior mentality, Edelman and Carballo as a relationship in central midfield that seemed to hit a higher gear in the playoffs. How would you evaluate their performances together in this new shape?
Yeah, it's a very good connection, both of them, but also Peter Stroud when he came in, and don't forget about Ronnie Donker. He made also a great job in his game time, but both of them did it very well, especially in our pressing behavior, and it starts then also the pressing behavior with the communication and to have this relationship then also from these guys, and this was very important. And sixth position, especially in every game, it's important because they have to communicate, they have to organize, they have to read the game in both sides, in offense sides, in defense sides, to help the back or the three center backs, and then also to have this confidence in build-up situation and also in transition. But both of them was very good, and also Peter Stroud when he came in.
Next go to Voss.
How's it going, Coach? Can you just comment on the physicality of this game? There was a whole lot of fouls, and your team kind of relished in that sense of the chaos, you could say. They did well to control and manage a lot of moments that NYCFC tried to find during the game. And can you just comment on that, as well as the play of Dante who had a goal and an assist tonight and is continuing that hot form, having had a goal against Columbus?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same when we are talking about Carlos Coronel, and that you need then these players in the best spot. So, and it's also Dante he scored against Columbus in the second game, and then also today, and it's very important, and also to make the assist, and we need these difference then in these moments then to make the difference, and Dante showed us as well, and Yeah, and but when we are talking about the transition moments from NYCFC in the second half, I think the most problem was from our side that we don't play clean when we win the ball, when we win the second ball, and I think this is what we have to improve for the next weekend.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with Coach. First, go to Gary, and then finish up with Joe. Gary, the floor.
Coach, before this began, this team had a dubious reputation getting knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. Now, because of this win, you're 1 win away from making the finals. What does that say about your group, that whatever expectations, however good or bad, that this group is a lot better than a lot of people give credit for?
It's a great group. And I don't want to talk about what happened before, because this is not my part, because it's our first year to come together, and it starts with the first training day, and it starts then with the first day in our facility to create this atmosphere, and it's a great group, and this is what I want to say. It's not only then the starting lineup, it's the whole group to come in the facility and to work hard, but to enjoy also your work when you come together, and that's amazing, and I'm very happy, and this is the reason why we are doing this job. The whole coaching staff, why we are doing this job, is to see happy faces from all these guys, and I'm very proud about that, to be honest. And for sure we want to win, and we want to create the next round, and now to come in the conference final. But to see all these people tomorrow on Tuesday in our facility, and to have this, that's great. And this is for me, that's the biggest win, to be honest, to make people happy, to make people satisfied, and also to make people proud about our club, and that's great.
And we'll finish with Jeff.
Sandro, just to go back to Dante there for a second, there was a stretch this season, he went 18 games without scoring a goal.
Thank you for these numbers
What
that you remind me.
His ability to stick with this, though. He's got 4 in his last 8 games here. Obviously, he's stepping up for you here on a big.
It's for him individual. It's a best example to see that you are responsible for yourself as well in these situations, and it's not only so. For sure, we analyzed a lot, but at the end also to make your own step and it's come from inside, from the players, and also from me, from the head coach, and he showed us as well in the last couple of weeks, and then it's also good to see, and that he has this feeling, not for me or for the whole team, that he has also this feeling. Okay. He gave the reaction now, and this is good. What we need then, for sure, then when it starts on Tuesday in the next training session, not to think about, okay, now we are satisfied because we won against Columbus and we won now against NYCFC. No, this is what we have to continue to keep. But it's good that he has this feeling also for himself.
Coach,